Check it out, guys. I'm building a massive freaking RC. Let's hear it run.
A few minutes earlier.
Alright guys, so we found a body for our gigantic two-stroke RC truck, and it's Power Wheels. I figured that'd be a perfect little plastic body. It was cheap, it's in pretty good shape, so we're going to go ahead and just get this thing all torn apart and cut up and fit it to the chassis. I'm also going to show you guys how I'm going to do the steering with the servo mount and everything today. I found a pretty cool hack that you can do from Ace and requires a lot less metal fab, so that's nice. So the Power Wheels, I wish I got it on video, but I let it charge for a few hours while I was working, and it couldn't push me. I was really hoping to ride one for the first time in like 30 years, but, you know, oh well, maybe on the next one. If you guys had a Power Wheels, let me know in the comments below if you guys remember what your first one was. Mine was a Bigfoot. It was like a 1993, 1994, and it had the big chrome faux supercharger. It was so freaking cool. I really wish I could find one for this project, but for now, this Jeep will have to do. So for right now, I'm just marking out where I'm going to generically cut the body. It's not a Ferrari, so I'm not really getting all that picky with the measurements. I'm just kind of eyeballing everything and kind of hoping for the best. This piece had to go, but the two little mounts you see just below my cutting blade there, they actually worked out perfect to go underneath the dashboard of the Power Wheels body. So that had the front mounts all done. That was really nice. And here I'm just clearancing it some more. I wasn't really happy with how high the body sat, so I'm just cutting everything down to try to get it to sit as low as possible and still look right, you know? Don't get me wrong, there's nothing right about this project. I'm pretty much building this thing on a shoestring budget and trying to build this thing in 3 days, so it'll do. And with everything cut down, I got the body to sit right about here. It's a little bit raked in the back, which I think is nice, you know, about an inch taller in the back, so I think that gives it kind of a good stance. The width and the length turned out just perfect. Super happy with how it looks. And there were a lot of good little Power Wheels online, but all the Jeeps had that angry face thing, which I never liked. I thought it looked so dorky. So the little servo hack, it's these little furniture parts, and where those little dimples are just perfect on where you need to drill. Now, I could have made just, you know, a couple of flat bars and drilled some holes into it, but this was a simpler way that I can make it so that the servo is adjustable where it mounts to the frame. And if I need to add a second one, all I have to do is this and, you know, drill 2 more holes through the frame, and there we go. Bam. Voila. And I'm putting this in a way that I could fit another servo in between these 2 pipes sticking out through the front. This is a 40 kilogram servo. Now, I did add some extra leverage to the passenger side knuckle of this quad, but I'm hoping 40 kilograms is going to be enough, but definitely not when it's attached that closely. So here's a servo saver I had built. I don't know if it's necessary or not, but I just wanted something that's going to be mounted right here. That way, if it takes hard impacts, those springs can take it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up a little bit of the knuckle here, and I cut off a tab from somewhere else on the quad, and just to give it like another 3/4 inch of leverage. And yeah, of course, when welding, I stuck the whole nose of my Stinger to it, so that made an ugly mess. But I'll go back and, you know, grind it smooth and paint it whenever I'm all done. But you can see the servo here in action. I thought this turned out to be a really good method, and you know, the springs may not be stiff enough, but this gets me to a good starting point, and I can also adjust how soft and how stiff the springs are with preload. And one of the last things to do cosmetically, you know, besides taking all the stickers off and cleaning it, is getting the bumper mounted. So I thought that looked really cool, and it just barely clears. I am super happy with it. I think it looks pretty darn good, especially considering, you know, just yesterday I started with this, and, you know, I had about 3 hours into it yesterday, and we had it running and driving. And today I had about 2.5, 3 hours into it again, and we're almost ready to put a receiver to it and make this thing drive for its first time, which I'm really hoping to do tomorrow. So stay tuned, because part 3 is going to be coming out real soon. Then I got to take it all apart, paint it, put it back together. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.